Most men wear cologne wrong, not because they smell bad, but because no one ever taught them how to do it right. They spray too much, at the wrong time, in the wrong place, then wonder why their scent disappears by lunch, or walks into the room 5 seconds before they do. I've tested hundreds of fragrances, everything from $30 classics to $300 niche blends, and I can tell you this, the difference between smelling good and smelling great has nothing to do with the bottle. It's about control. How much you spray, where you apply it, when you wear it, and most importantly, why you wear it. Because your scent isn't just decoration, it's communication. It's the first impression someone gets before you ever open your mouth, and the last thing they remember after you leave. So in this video, I'm showing you exactly how to apply cologne the right way, the method that makes your scent last longer, project cleaner, and feel more like you. We'll break down every step, from the science of your skin to the psychology of scent, plus the exact pulse points that amplify projection without overpowering. And along the way, I'll share a few fragrances that belong in every man's rotation after 40. Timeless, refined, and quietly powerful. Because at this stage, it's not about chasing compliments. It's about mastery, understanding that scent isn't what you wear on you, it's what you leave behind. Stay until the end because the final chapter isn't about bottles or brands at all. It's about the mindset that makes every fragrance work better. Because after 40, real confidence doesn't scream. It lingers. 1. The overspray mistake. If there's one mistake almost every man makes, it's this. Too much cologne, sprayed too close, in all the wrong places. You've seen it before. The guy who walks into a room and his scent gets there first. Or worse, the one who thinks more is better and ends up smelling like he's competing with the air freshener. Here's the truth. Fragrance isn't supposed to announce you. It's supposed to invite curiosity. Cologne performs best when it merges with your natural body heat. When it becomes part of you, not a cloud that follows you. And that means two things matter more than anything else: distance and discipline. Distance first. Hold the bottle about 6 inches from your skin. That lets the spray disperse evenly instead of soaking one spot. The goal is a light mist that settles, not a stream that drenches. Then discipline. 2 to 4 sprays total. 1 on each side of the neck, 1 on the chest, and 1 optional on the wrist. That's it. And never rub your wrists together. It's a reflex most men don't even think about, but it ruins the top notes. The bright opening layer that gives your cologne its freshness and clarity. When you rub, you crush those molecules, forcing the scent straight into its deeper base notes. You lose the full story before it's even begun. The fix is easy. Spray, let it land, and walk away. Give it a minute to warm naturally. That's how the scent develops the way it was designed to, from the crisp opening to the richer heart and dry down. When you do it right, people won't smell your cologne before they see you. They'll notice it when they get close. Subtle, deliberate, and confident. Because fragrance isn't about being noticed. It's about being remembered. That last one was all about control. Learning restraint so your scent works with you, not against you. But control doesn't stop there, because even the perfect application fails if you spray it at the wrong time. And that's what we're getting into next. 2. The timing rule. Most men treat cologne like an afterthought. They get dressed, grab the bottle on the way out, give themselves a few quick sprays, and call it a day. That timing mistake alone kills 50% of the scent's potential. Here's why. Cologne performs best when it has time to bond with your skin, not your clothes. Your skin's warmth activates the oils, diffuses the scent evenly, and helps it evolve through its layers. When you spray and immediately step outside or start layering shirts and jackets, the alcohol in the fragrance evaporates too fast, and what's left behind never gets the chance to open properly. The fix is simple but overlooked. Apply right after a shower when your pores are open, your skin is clean, and there's a slight bit of moisture left. That's when your skin absorbs the scent naturally. Then give it 5 minutes before you get dressed. Let it settle, let it breathe, and let the base notes start to connect with your skin. And here's a professional tip most men never hear. Don't spray directly on your clothes. A scent needs skin to evolve. Fabric just traps the top layer and dulls the depth. If you want a hint of projection, spray 1 mist into the air and walk through it. That's it. The result is balance. You'll smell clean, present, and composed. Not like you just left a department store. If you want something versatile and refined to test this method, try Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Timeless, balanced, and powerful without being loud. It's linked below in the description for you to check out. Because after 40, your scent shouldn't chase attention, it should earn it. By the way, everything I mentioned in this video, the fragrances, the grooming tools, the details that elevate your routine, you can find them all linked below in the description. That last one was about timing, understanding when to wear your scent so it works with you, not against you. But even perfect timing falls apart if the scent itself doesn't match your skin. And that's where we're going next. 3. The skin chemistry factor. You can buy the same cologne as your favorite actor, apply it perfectly, and still wonder why it smells nothing like it did on him. That's not marketing, that's chemistry. Fragrance is alive. It reacts to temperature, pH, diet, and even hydration. The way your body processes those oils determines everything. how long it lasts, how strong it projects, and how it changes throughout the day. Here's the science. Your skin naturally produces oils that interact with the fragrance's molecules. Oily or hydrated skin tends to hold scent longer because the oils give the fragrance something to cling to. Dry skin does the opposite. It eats the top notes and shortens the lifespan. That's why cologne fades faster in winter or on men with drier complexions. The air is thinner, the skin is rougher, and the fragrance can't anchor. The solution is easy. Before you apply cologne, use an unscented moisturizer, preferably right after your shower when your skin's still damp. It creates a thin barrier that traps the scent and helps it release slowly throughout the day. And here's something most people never think about. Your diet affects your scent too. Spicy, acidic, or high-protein foods can subtly alter your skin's chemistry, which can shift how a fragrance smells on you. That's why the best approach is personal testing. Spray a scent on your wrist, let it sit for an hour, and see how it dries down on you, not on a strip of paper at the counter. When you find one that stays clean, smooth, and consistent from start to finish, that's when you've found your match. Because great fragrance doesn't hide who you are, it amplifies it. That one was about understanding your canvas, your skin, and how it shapes every scent you wear. But once you've mastered that, it's time to learn how to build your scent wardrobe, the rotation that fits every season and every moment. 4. The fragrance wardrobe rule. Most men treat cologne like a uniform, one bottle for every season, mood, and moment. But that's not sophistication, that's stagnation. You don't wear the same shoes to the gym, dinner, and a board meeting? So why would you wear the same scent to all three? Fragrance is like clothing for your presence. Some are light and airy, perfect for daytime and heat. Others are rich, smoky, or leathery, built for cooler nights, confidence, and quiet dominance. Here's how to build a rotation that covers your life instead of confining it. Start with 3 anchors. A daily driver that's clean, versatile, and effortless. Think fresh woods, citrus, or aromatic notes. The kind of scent that never feels out of place. An evening scent that's warmer, deeper, slightly mysterious. This one's your statement. Think amber, leather, or spice. And lastly, a special occasion fragrance. Something refined, complex, and confident. The one that leaves a lasting memory. You don't need a shelf full of bottles. Just the right ones for your rhythm. If you want an easy starting point, try Dior Sauvage Elixir. Balanced, powerful, and refined. It sits perfectly between everyday and evening, projecting quiet authority without overpowering. It's linked below in the description if you want to check it out. Because your scent shouldn't just match your outfit, it should match your moment. That last one was about range. Understanding how to dress your presence for every setting. And speaking of presence, if you're ready to take yours to the next level, not just with scent, but with confidence and composure, this next part's for you. By the way, if you're a man over 40 and you're ready to take your style and confidence to the next level, join my free school community, The Stylish Gentleman. Inside, you'll get the Gentleman's Blueprint, your complete roadmap to mastering fit, grooming, and confidence from the inside out. The link's down below. 5. The Pulse Point Precision. Most men spray cologne like it's air freshener, wrists, chest, shirt, then walk through a cloud and hope for the best. It might smell good for 5 minutes, but most of that scent is gone before you've even left the house. Fragrance isn't meant to hang in the air or sit on fabric. It's meant to live on skin. That's where it reacts, warms, and evolves. Cologne activates with heat, which means the smartest place to apply it is where your body naturally radiates warmth, your pulse points. That's the sides of your neck, the wrists, and just below the jawline. These spots release subtle waves of scent every time you move. A single spray on each is enough. If you want a slow, lingering diffusion, try a light mist inside the elbows. It catches movement without ever overpowering. The rule is simple, 2 sprays total, 3 at most. 1 on the neck, 1 on the wrist, and 1 optional under the jaw. Anything more and you go from refined to reckless. And here's a mistake most men never notice: rubbing your wrists together. It crushes the fragrance molecules and kills the top notes before they even open. Let it settle naturally. If you want to take it up a level, layer strategically. Apply 1 light spritz under your shirt or jacket, not directly on it. The trapped warmth helps it project gradually throughout the day, so the scent feels like it's part of you, not something sitting on top. If you want a fragrance that was made for this technique, try Acqua di Gio Profumo. Clean, aquatic, and balanced, with a dry down that gets better every hour. It's linked below in the description. Because the goal isn't to announce your scent, it's to let it find the people close enough to notice. That last one was all about precision. Mastering where and how to apply cologne so it works with your body, not against it. But even when your technique is perfect, most men still make one mistake that ruins everything. They mix the wrong scents without realizing it. 6. The scent clash mistake. You can apply cologne perfectly, the right pulse points, the perfect amount, and still ruin it all without realizing why. It's not your technique, it's your mix. Most men don't realize how many scents they're wearing at once. Deodorant, body wash, aftershave, hair product, each with its own fragrance profile. Then you spray your cologne on top, and the result is chaos. It's like layering 4 songs at once. Even if each one sounds good alone, together they turn into noise. The fix is what I call scent discipline. You want harmony, not competition. Start by switching to unscented or lightly scented grooming products. Deodorants, moisturizers, and soaps that fade fast. That creates a clean, neutral base for your cologne to shine on its own. Then pick one fragrance theme per day. If your cologne leans fresh and aquatic, skip the heavy cedarwood deodorant. If it's spicy or leathery, don't pair it with citrus body wash. Let one scent lead and everything else support. That's how you create a signature, not just a smell, but an identity. And once you've done that, every spritz lasts longer and smells cleaner because it's not fighting for space. If you want a fragrance that layers beautifully without clashing, try Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza. Clean, classic, and layers beautifully without clashing. It's linked below in the description. By the way, everything I mentioned in this video, the fragrances, the grooming tools, the small details that elevate your presence, you'll find them all linked down below. Because the best scent doesn't shout, it synchronizes. That last one was all about balance, getting every layer to work in rhythm. But even when the blend is perfect, most men still make one final mistake. They treat scent like a moment instead of a mindset. 7. The longevity trap. Every man's been there. You spray cologne in the morning, it smells amazing, and by lunchtime it's completely gone. So you start over, 3 more sprays, then 5. Then you walk into a room smelling like the perfume counter at an airport. The problem isn't how much you're using, it's what you're spraying onto. Fragrance doesn't cling to dry skin. It evaporates faster, fades unevenly, and loses its depth. That's why most guys feel like their cologne doesn't last. The solution is hydration, always. Moisturized skin holds scent longer because oil traps the fragrance molecules, slowing their evaporation. That's why applying cologne right after a shower, when your skin is warm and pores are open, makes it last hours longer. If you have dry skin, use an unscented lotion on your pulse points before applying your fragrance. It gives the scent something to hold on to. And never spray your clothes thinking it'll last longer. Fabrics can distort the top notes and dull the dry down. You're not wearing the shirt, the scent should wear you. Here's another trick most men never use: light layering. Use a matching or complementary body spray from the same line as your cologne. Not to add volume, but to extend the base notes. It builds consistency, not clutter. If you want a fragrance that naturally carries all day, try Dior Sauvage Elixir. It's deep, spicy, magnetic, the kind of scent that stays close to the skin but never disappears. You'll find it linked below in the description. Because great fragrance doesn't demand attention, it earns it over time. That last one was all about endurance, learning how to make your scent last without shouting. But the final piece isn't about how long it stays, it's about what it says, the identity that scent builds around you every time you walk into a room. 8. The signature scent mindset. Every man remembers the smell of someone who made an impression. A father's cologne before a big night out. A mentor's subtle trail of spice and wood when he walked past. A scent that wasn't loud, but stayed with you long after he left the room. That's what a signature scent does. It tells your story without a word. Most men treat fragrance like an accessory, something optional, something extra. But real style starts when scent becomes part of who you are. Because the right fragrance doesn't just make you smell better, it changes how people remember you. You don't need 10 bottles. You need one that feels like you. The one that fits every setting. Meetings, dinners, travel. Because it matches your energy, not the occasion. Finding it isn't about trends or compliments. It's about connection. The scent that makes you feel more grounded, more confident, more composed, that's the one you own. Start building your scent identity by exploring families. Fresh for clarity, woody for strength, amber for warmth, leather for confidence. You'll know when one feels right because it won't feel like you're wearing it. It'll feel like it's wearing with you. If you want a starting point for timeless sophistication, try Tom Ford Oud Wood. Elegant, grounded, and unmistakable once it settles on your skin. It's linked below in the description, because in the end, your cologne isn't just a product, it's presence. A quiet reminder of who you are and what you stand for. Which of these cologne mistakes have you caught yourself making or noticing on someone else? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone. And if you're serious about upgrading your presence, not just your style, join my free school community for men over 40, The Stylish Gentleman. The link's down below. Inside, you'll get the Gentleman's Blueprint, your complete roadmap to mastering fragrance, fit, and confidence from the inside out. You'll also find every fragrance I mentioned today and a few extra recommendations, linked down below in the description. Now, go watch this next video. It'll show you how to make any outfit look more expensive without spending a cent more. Because real confidence isn't about noise, it's about control. Keep refining, and I'll see you in the next one.